Paul is quite simple to understand if you keep this fact firmly fixed in your mind. When he appears to be speaking against the law, he is only speaking against those who claimed we could justify ourselves by the works of the law, and those that said we had to be physically circumcised. That's it. Galatians 2, verse 16. Listen. Knowing that a man is not justified by the works of the law, but by the faith of Jesus Christ. Even we have believed in Jesus Christ, that we might be justified by the faith of Christ, and not by the works of the law. For by the works of the law shall no flesh be justified. That doesn't mean we're free to sin. Romans 6, verse 1. What shall we say then? Shall we continue to sin that grace may abound? God forbid. If you go down to verse 15. What then? Shall we sin because we are not under the law, but under grace? God forbid. So we're not justified by the works of the law, but should we sin? Because sin is a transgression of the law, 1 John 3, verse 4. Paul said, no, we should not sin. God forbid. And if you go to Galatians 5, verses 1 through 3, you could see more talk about circumcision. It's one of many places. If you go to verses 2 and 3 in the NLT, Galatians 5, listen, I, Paul, tell you this. If you are counting on circumcision to make you right with God, then Christ will be of no benefit to you. I'll say it again. If you are trying to find favor with God by being circumcised, you must obey every regulation in the whole law of Moses. Once again, we see Paul there speaking against those who said you had to be physically circumcised. The HarperCollins Study Bible, NRSV, note on Galatians 5, verses 2 through 12, quote, Paul drives home the letter's aim to dissuade the Galatians from accepting circumcision. The aim was not to say we don't have to keep the law anymore. Romans 3, verse 31, do we make void then the law through faith? God forbid, yea, we establish the law. 1 Corinthians 7, verse 19, circumcision is nothing, circumcision again, and uncircumcision is nothing, but keeping the commandments of God is what matters. Paul warned against lawlessness in 2 Thessalonians 2, verse 7 through 12, if you have any doubts. Acts 17 finally says that they came to Thessalonica, where was a synagogue of the Jews, verse 2. And Paul, as his manner or custom was, went in unto them, and 3 Sabbath days reasoned with them out of the Scriptures. A good custom for all of us. Happy Sabbath, friends.